Hello, everybody, and today, to start off with the summer, let's review Yes Day. So, you probably know if you watch this channel, or you don't. I've reviewed this movie like a couple years back, but I feel I want to do a re-review because I felt I was not really giving much of a review in that video. I just felt I was kind of just vaguely going over the movie, and this is the first movie that got me introduced to my celebrity crush, Jenna Ortega. So let's talk about Yesterday. So it came out, I think, like 2021, and it was on Netflix. And the way I discovered this movie is, I don't know, I wanted to review a bunch of movies from 2021, so I decided to watch this movie, because I thought, why not? And, yeah, I gotta say, this movie is, I'm probably the wrong audience for this movie, since this is more of a family movie, but I think there's some enjoyable stuff in this movie. So it stars Jennifer Gardner, Edgar Ramirez, Jenna Ortega, yeah, and it's about these two parents who have gotten married and have kids of their own, and have always spent their lives saying yes to every decision that made their lives worthwhile. But because they have kids, they say no, and the kids are getting tired of it. And so after meeting with somebody at their job, they decide to give their kids an entire yes day, but they have to earn it. And once they earn it, they go on wild goose chases for an entire yes day. So Electra's in this movie, at least, but I feel like the best part of this movie is honestly the family. Like, I don't know, you just feel like they're a family. Like, we got the typical family stuff we see in everyday families, where the parents tell you to get off your phone, they tell you don't do this, don't do that, and then your kids just get annoyed by you and they just want to have fun. But I feel once they get the yes day, the parents get kind of let loose. And how the parents met, they met at the typical coffee shop. So, which is, I guess, a nice gesture to meet someone in the typical coffee shop. But yeah, I feel like obviously my favorite part of this movie is Jenna Ortega. This is how I when I saw her in this movie, honestly, I just thought, she's kind of cute. Like, she's cute. And then once I saw Scream 5, I realized it was her, and then I was like, oh, man. And then I started seeing all the stuff about Wednesday, and now Jenna Ortega has become my favorite celebrity, besides Paul Rudd. But the stuff the family does for Yes Day, it's obviously funny. Like, they have their parents dress up weirdly, and put on crazier outfits. Like, they have the dad put on some superhero outfit. They give Jennifer Gardner's character she dresses like, I don't even know what she's dressed like. Like some kind of, I don't know, laid back mom or something. But the first thing they do is they go to some ice cream shop, and they're given the challenge to eat an entire ice cream sundae. And they win a prize or something. And so the parents decide to challenge themselves to eating this ice cream. And so they do it, and then they win, and they're all happy. But I feel like things take a turn for Jenna's character, where she wants to go hang out with her friends at some concert. This is like a subplot early in the movie. But she wants to go to some concert without her mom. But her mom's like, no, you can't go to this concert without me. But Jenna just wants to go hang out with her friend. So it creates tension. But things, they try to have more fun later when they go to a car wash. It's like they go through it, and they decide to open the windows. And even the guy tells them to don't do it, and then they go through the entire cycle of a car wash. So yeah, they probably ruined the entire car seat by having a bunch of all the stuff you put on a car on inside. So yeah, it's quite wild. But I feel things get crazier once they go to some like competition where they go to, it's like a water balloon fight, and they're all put into teams. Each of the family members are put into teams. The little brother, the little sister are put on different teams. The mom and dad are on teams, and Jenna Ortega is on the green team. I forget I think the father was on the red team, the mom's on the blue team. I must be having some Mandela effect, but the goal is that they're gonna capture the flags with their teams, and whoever gets the most flags wins. And so I do the iconic scene where Jenna is like ready for the flags, and then the game starts, and it's like a bunch of like water balloons. It's super fun. Like, I don't know why, but like water balloon fights are really fun. I would love to be in a fight like that. But I think Jennifer Garner's team wins. I'm not even referring. I know these characters have names, but like, I don't know. I just don't feel like using them. But she ends up, her team wins, and she ends up. I think she catches up to Jenna's character, and she's like telling her to forfeit, but she ends up winning. But things take a turn when the dad tries to feed a baby bird, I'm pretty sure, but he ends up getting attacked by a bunch of birds. And I think he gets seriously injured, and then he's taken to the hospital because he's been bitten, and they don't know if he has any diseases, and yeah, it does not go well for him. But because the hospital feels super bad for him, the lady in the ambulance who took him, she decides to give them tickets for a free ride to a carnival, and they even put on the siren while they're riding to the fair, because it might take a while to get there for them. And so yeah, it might be some illegal stuff going on if the ambulance is like putting on their siren when there's no emergency. But anyway, they get to the fair, but they're having a good time. But that's where Jenna like is texting her friend about the concert, and Jennifer Gardner's like, no, you're not going to that concert. And she's still like, and then it creates like an argument between the two, and Jenna is just feeling she just wants to go to this concert, and she feels she's just using Yes Day as an excuse to tell their kids what to do. But she tries to convince her two siblings that, but it just does not go well. But what the craziest thing that happens is Jennifer Gardner tries to fight some lady in some like carnival game where they try to collect some like toy something, some giant stuffed toy, but it ends up leading them into a big fight, and it leads to the parents getting arrested. That's not something you see every day. The parents even, I just love the scene where like the parents are getting their mug shots, and then they're just going with the casual, like it's no big deal to them, but they end up getting let go, and as I think it's like they're given like a warning or something, but they almost give the toy to the lady, but she ends up apologizing to her. And yeah, we meet this one cop. I think his name is Officer Jones, and he ends up getting along with the kids, and they even show like the mug shots, how you can edit it, but Jenna decides that she's going to sneak away while her parents are in the room. She decides she met up with her friends who met up with her, and they decide that they're going to sneak out and go to the concert. But the two siblings are like, no, we don't want to go to that. We can't go with a stranger. But Jenna's like, they're not strangers. This is my friend and her cousin. But they end up, the boy, he ends up like throwing like a party with a bunch of his classmates to have like some kind of crazy party. He invited everyone to his house, and so Jenna has to decide to leave the house, and she puts on like some makeup, and I do like the scene where the little girl is like telling her like, you look beautiful, and she's like, thank you. And then but she because I guess she's having some sort of redemption, she's not really sure if she should leave the kids alone, so she's now learning responsibility. So, I don't know, it sounds like a nitpick, but, like, I feel the kids don't really learn responsibility until, like, the end of the movie, at, like, the last few minutes, Jenna decides to go to the concert with her friends while the kids stay home, and her parents come by, and then they realize what's going on. And so Jennifer Gardner teams up with the cop, and he tells them where they went, and then the father decides to go back to the house to see what's going on, and then Jennifer Gardner and the cop go to the concert, but Jenna decides to hang out with her friend, but she leaves her because of, like, I think she wanted to go do something a little inappropriate, but Jenna's like, no, I don't want to do that. And so she has some friend. She shows her friend didn't even really want to hang out with her at this concert, but they leave, and then Jenna's all alone, but her phone ends up dying. So now she can't contact her mom, and she's really upset about it. I don't know why I don't know if this is kind of a weird take, but it feels weird that Jenna Ortega is crying for her, like, she wants to go back to her mom, even though she's old. She's kind of old enough to take care of herself for a few moments, but her mom ends up showing up at the concert, and she ends up asking the singer. I think it's actually a celebrity cameo. I'm sorry if I don't know who the celebrity is, but, like, the celebrity just tells the mom that she can sing and to get her daughter back, and that's what she does. She sings this nice song, and then Jenna is no longer crying, and she waves to her mom, and they both hug it out, even though she's in big trouble. And they both end up singing at the concert. And then the father comes home, and he decides to put the foot down and yell. Because the kids, they're going crazy at this party. Like, they're putting foam in the toilet. They're messing with, like, pop cans. Like, they're going crazy. And the brother is, like, trying to stop the party. But, that ain't going to go anywhere. Until the father shows up. And, yeah, he forces them all to leave, clean up after themselves. And he does ground the brother, which is fair. But they all end up coming home, and they end up hugging and working things out together. And the movie ends with them having a little camp out. So that's Yes Day. So, yeah, I don't think it's the best movie, but it was nice to see my first Jenna Ortega movie. And it's what helped me to be a fan of Jenna Ortega. So that's why I have a lot more respect for this movie. But I'd probably give it like a 6 out of 10. Like, I don't mind watching this movie. It's just like, maybe I honestly had some nitpicks, but maybe I couldn't really get into it since, like I said, this movie isn't really made for me. But anyway, the next review, I think I'm gonna finally review Indiana Jones 5. But anyway, thanks for watching, and see you guys next time.